Hey guys, welcome back to SLT Learning, and this is Ankit. And today we're gonna cover one more question on Cypress automation job role. So if you are applying for a Q automation job anywhere, right, you can just go through our playlist. You will see the most frequently asked question by the big tech companies in this playlist, like Selenium related questions, TestNG, API related question, Playwright, then I will just say the Git and all other things topics that we have covered so far, and we are aiming to cover other topics as well. And I have uploaded the crash course from the manual tester to the automation. If you are a non-IT person and if you want to jump to the manual testing and learn the automation testing, you can also visit a couple of videos on my YouTube channel, and that will help you to learn from the scratch. Okay, video for Cypress. So how do you run the Cypress test in parallel? Okay, again, this is, I will just say, is 99% they're gonna ask this question in all of the uh, I would just say the final round mostly for the experienced people, because for fresher they mainly ask for the syntax and all those things, but for experience they want to know if you know how to run the parallel test cases using the Cypress. Okay, so be prepared with this question, guys. If you have 3+ of experience, if you are fresher, then also it's good for your knowledge to understand how the parallel testing work in Cypress. Okay, so let's we understand that part from this question. So running a Cypress test in parallel is common way to speed up the execution, and especially when you have a large shoot of test shoot. Okay, when you have too many test cases to be executed at that time, the parallel execution always helps to speed up your execution time. Okay, usually Cypress you can do using the dashboard, the Cypress dashboard you can use, and based on the using the Cypress dashboard you can run the parallel test case. How you can use the Cypress dashboard? For that one you have to first install the Cypress dashboard plugin, and then set up your project in the Cypress Cloud, and then run the test in parallel mode. So step by step I have explained over here. So first install the Cypress dashboard plugin, npm install Cypress save dash there. This will install the Cypress dashboard plugin. Then set up your project with the cloud, Cypress Cloud, npx Cypress Cloud project, and this give you the project ID inside the cypress.config.js. You can just refer this particular file, and this particular command will give you the project ID, which project you need to set up on the Cypress Cloud. I know it may be something new for you, but if you have the experience, as I told you, this question is for the experienced tester, like 3+4 year of experience in Cypress. So they definitely know the Cypress Cloud. Okay, where you can just upload your all the test cases, and you can run the parallel testing, and you can also watch the record and the reports over there of your execution. Then run the test in parallel. So how you can run the test in parallel? So npx Cypress run record key, and your recorded key you can put it over here. So what is the key over here? Your project record key that will be available in the cypress.config.js file, and record the result in a dashboard. This will record the result in a dashboard. Parallel. This will split the specs across the multiple machine and the container based on the configuration that you have provided. So these three simple steps will help you to run your Cypress test parallelly in the cloud. Okay, using the dashboard plugin. So one way. The second way, like if you want to do not use the dashboard, right, and you want to use manually splitting the I would just say the Cypress test cases via CI without using the dashboard. So and what you can do, you can manually split the test specs across the multiple job in a continuous integration pipeline. This is the example I have given, GitHub Action. So what you can do, you see, you can run on the Windows machine or any operating system. You can provide strategy, metrics, then container. Over here the game changer will become for the parallel testing. How many container you want to use for your this execution? 1, 2 or 3. 3 means 3 parallel jobs will be executing 3 test case at the same time. Okay, if you want to use 2 you can make it 2, or if you want to use 4 you can make it 4 as well. But T3 is the, I would just say, is the decent number to use the container on a GitHub. Okay, then the steps you need to provide name and the run pair. So you see, use case will be action the checkout v2, then name install dependency npm install, run Cypress npm Cypress run specs. This is the specs I want to run, and metrics dot container. These are the container, 3 containers cy.js. So this will execute your specs available in end-to-end folder with the help of the 3 container parallelly. Okay, so So this line you should remember, and this is how you can specify in a GitHub action in a container. Okay, so these are the two way, guys. First one using the Cypress dashboard, second way parallel via CI continuous integration without using the dashboard. This is called manual splitting of the test cases to run in parallel. Okay, so they will ask you this question, you should know about these two things. First you can do it via dashboard, and how you can do it via dashboard. First you need to set up the project in your Cypress Cloud, then you need to run this command npx cypress run record. Record over here is the record result in the dashboard. Then key is your project record key, and your record key will come over here, and parallel mode, this will split automatically, this will take automatically. Okay, so this is how we can do the parallel testing in Cypress, guys. And the third one will be using the third party tool. There are some tools also available like Snap Pro and Balance, that will help you to balance the test case dynamically across the CI nodes. Then Mocha parallel test or custom script to split the test cases. You can write your own logic and split the test cases accordingly. Okay, to run the parallel test casing in Cypress. And what is the best practices for parallelization? Like, keep the test case independent, no shared state, order dependent on logic. Just keep each and every test case independent to each other. So if one of them will get, it will not fail the other will be still run. Okay, then reset the test data per the run. So always make sure you reset your test data after each and every run via CY request or DB seeding. You should reset your data, like just remove that existing data, so it will not give you the error about the duplicate record or something like that. So it is always a good practice when you work on parallel testing, reset your data. Okay, because at the same time 3 test case might be try to register user or logging something area, or try to read the same data. So it is always good practice to reset the test data. Okay, group specs logically, shorten the specs, better balancing. So you need to always make sure, if you have the 20 specs, means 20 test cases in your Cypress file, just group them in a proper way, like the login and register related test cases, then dashboard related test cases, then product page related test cases. Or if you are going with the business role, like admin related test question, or the business user related test cases, and normal user related test cases. So group your specs logically before executing on the parallel mode. Okay, then use CI build ID in a CI pipeline, so dashboard know all jobs belong to the same build. Okay, so this is the command you should use in a CI pipelines. When you create these files, you need to use this -CI underscore build hyphen ID, which let the dashboard know that all the job belong to the same build. This will give you the build number. Okay, and for which build this automation test case has been executed. Okay, so this is the different way. And another way you can just see, somebody will be use the parallel record with Cypress dashboard, easier automatic load balancing. This is the easiest way if you using, and most of the times, even in my experience, I also use the dashboard. Okay, guys, with the Cypress Cloud. So this is the best way. This is a little bit tricky and difficult if you are going with this one. Okay, because to debug and all those things will be difficult when you implement this kind of logic. But you can also still do manually split test in a CI. If you do not want to use the dashboard, you can just use the containers, and you can apply the syntax in your Git Actions or Jenkins files or anything. So you can easily download it from the Google. What is the syntax of the Jenkins file for Cypress parallel testing? It will also give you that information. But for the interview purpose, it is more than enough information for you to answer these questions, how you do the parallel testing in the Cypress, guys. Okay, so if you have any doubts on this question, or if you have doubts on any of our questions that we post on our YouTube channel, you can ping me, or you can comment on that particular video itself. Our team will get back to you. I am working independently as of now, but I'm expanding my team. So let's hope for the best. And if you're liking our video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon, so I can come up with such more videos for you guys, and it will help you to learn about the automation and get your dream job. Okay, so keep watching and happy learning, guys.